Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. They'll give it to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Smith. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. On the run, it's Peoples. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Graham. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Brown. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking downfield, it's Childs. Gets it out fast. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got him downfield. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable, be confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Going up top again. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The Spartans will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. He goes out of bounds, couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Somehow got the screen into that traffic.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, looking to pass. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The returner will field it and bring it back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So first down here as they go back to work. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Makes the catch. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
To throw, it's Childs. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds a tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Motion from the back. Maybe a double pass. Bring in the heat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Here's the pressure. Finds his big tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Ball. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together starting from their own 12. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
To the ground. He's got it again. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking for a man, it's Childs. Fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. Wants to return it. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The give to the back. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing.
Nice pick up there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Tate.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide. Now you're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, that could be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
This is an offense that prides itself on being physical, so you need 1 yard, just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Buckeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Graham. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett. Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Off-play action on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Punts it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Spartans want to move quickly. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Back to throw, it's Childs. Using the quick game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Heaves it deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. To the air, it's Childs. throws for the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab down the middle. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Finds his man. It's Porter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Lost to throw again. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Thurman. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers. Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Spartans are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Childs. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be guided out of bounds at the 17, and a productive play there. The Spartans will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Gonna run it. It's Donaldson. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Off play action. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Man, on 4th and 2, I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the 1st down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Spartans need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Childs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bullard. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Dead center perfect.
And And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Back to throw, it's Childs. Flips it out on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Wide open spaces. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll try to pound their way in. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to barge their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on 3rd down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the 4th quarter.
Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Got the quick completion. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Quarterback may change this route. The toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They want to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Turning on the Jets. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. It's Thurman. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Jones. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a 1st.
Man, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bullard. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. Get every inch you can, but don't take the big hit. Great job by the quarterback. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. He wants to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough.
This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense finally find the end zone? Going for 6. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. From the gun. Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. Give to the running back. Finds a little space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense set for a first down play. Tosses it back. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that.
The Buckeyes need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. If there's time to pad the stats. With the catch, it's Porter. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's fourth down. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bold